North Carolina, as we've been saying, saw more impacts from this winter storm.
Snow totals from last night show several inches already on the ground. Layla Cox has been in Dare County, where we have just been seeing the most wild at times winds with that snow there. Layla, have things changed since you got there yesterday?
Good morning, Eugene and Ashley. Yes, things have changed drastically since Jaron and I got here yesterday morning around 6 a.m. when the beach was not covered in snow and the tides weren't as high as they are right now. I want to show you guys just how close these tides are coming up at this moment. I'll try not to go away with them. But, you know, earlier yesterday we were able to walk completely down to, you know, the usual part of the ocean. But right here you can see it's coming up so high. This risk of coastal and tidal flooding is why Governor Josh Stein declared a state of emergency, especially for these low-lying coastal areas. And with the high tide peaks coming throughout the day and into tonight, it's really at risk for, you know, possible destruction to these low-lying areas, which is why you guys have been advised for the past 48 hours to protect your home, protect your low-lying equipment, whether you have cars over here in these areas where all these beautiful beach homes are. We hope you guys have prepared for the continuation of the impact of these conditions down here at the Outer Banks. And with the wind chills as well, definitely the wind gusts are stronger than I felt yesterday. I thought I felt a little bit of the peak winds maybe around 4:30, 5 o'clock yesterday. But right now, about 12 hours later, it's definitely very, very strong. And we're continuing to see these blizzard conditions pick up, even with the fact that maybe it might not be snowing currently, you know, from the sky, but with these wind gusts continuing to take the snow wherever it wants to go, it's definitely really different from when we were out here yesterday. And we'll be continuing to track these conditions and monitoring as temperatures continue to drop and possibly linger into your school and work week. So be sure to stay here with us at 13 News Now as we continue to track these conditions. You can see the foam here on the ground. This is usually where people are just now entering the beach. So it's really, you know, it's definitely different. And even the sand dunes that we showed you guys yesterday, those are kind of starting to be completely covered with snow. So I would call it maybe a sand snow dune at this point to mitigate that coastal flooding that we're seeing kind of play out right here at this moment, guys. But be sure to stay here with us. Obviously, no one on the beach right now. We saw a few folks walking on the beach yesterday morning, kind of the calm before the storm, to get their dogs out. But I imagine it'll just be nice and quiet and definitely cold, guys. But for now, live in the Outer Banks, 13 News Now, I'm Layla Cox.
Layla, yeah, the phone. I don't know if you can hear us because I know there's a lot of wind out there, but if you can, nod for me real quick. Can you hear me? Okay, so for clarity there, I love what you were saying. The snow that we're seeing come across our screen, that's not coming from the sky. That is wind taking snow that is on the ground and it is flying by, right? That's what we're seeing.
Yes.
Wow, incredible. And it's so fascinating to see.
That's exactly what you're seeing.
Yeah, and the foam, the fact that, you know, typically, obviously, when you're on the beach, the foam from the sea will come out and then go right back out, but it's just sticking there with these really low conditions.
Yes.
So it's incredible to see. Yeah, take a look. That's so fascinating. Wow.
And I wonder, too, and maybe we'll have Taylor talk about this, and we'll let you go here, Layla, because you got a lot of stuff on your face and everything, and I know it's cold. We'll come back for your next hit. But it'll be interesting to ask Taylor and hear from, or Craig, you know, even the odds of that foam coming, can that freeze with the temperatures where they are? Is the water too warm for that?
Right.
We'll see if they can answer that, the possibilities of that, too.
Right. It was interesting to see. Yeah. All right, so we'll check in with Layla, of course, Taylor and Craig here in just a moment. But first, Dominion Energy also reporting several outages across the area. So according to the outage map here in Hampton Roads, we are still seeing about 650 people without power this morning. In North Carolina, about 900 residents between Dare and Currituck counties waking up in the dark.